Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review Episode 170. This I'm reviewing the 950th episode of the anime. Oh my gosh, One Piece in 950. That's amazing. This episode is called Warrior's Dream and Luffy's Conquer of Udon. I'm also going to discuss new chapter manga. Now, this episode adapts pages 2 to 13 of chapter 950. And oh boy, they added a lot of stuff in this episode. Like, wow, unlike last week, added a few things. This one, they added a good, 5-minute sequence of a flashback. Now, before I get to stuff with Luffy in this episode, which, by the way, he's in the episode, only just Luffy. Now, let's start with the Kinemon stuff. Kinemon's talking to Ashura and Dogstorm. And basically, they come to a gravesite of a bunch of people who died fighting Kaido. They flash back 10 years prior, which, by the way, this whole sequence is complete anime original. Now, I have not seen a sequence like this, and not since I watched the second last season of Naruto Shippuden, how graphic this scene is. Oh boy. So, because this one village decided to rise against Kaido, Kaido sent his own men to massacre this whole village. Yes, people getting sliced up. Heck, a woman carrying a baby is hit in the back with a mace. Like, wow. I'm sure that Toei is probably getting a lot of flack in Japan over how violent this episode is. Yes, that's probably my personal guess. So, I wouldn't be surprised though if this one episode of One Piece got a pretty high rating for TV-wise in Japan. Now, would Funimation probably change what they edited in this? Not really, no. I think if they did, they probably would basically think that missing out exactly what happened here. So, these group of guys basically get tired of Kaido, so they say this word Churchy, and they just go on their ships, and all these guys, with the exception of Ashura, of course he's got new guys currently right now, these one group of guys all get killed off screen by Kaido and his forces. Yep. And then we had this funny little sequence where, they're about to attack when Kinemon says, don't you old farts basically get in my way. And both Dogstorm and Ashura basically takes their swords, and they just laugh it off, and that's that. Most of the rest of the episode is set directly at Udon. Luffy, of course, basically collapses from being exposed to the mummy virus. Oh, and by the way, the prison guards apparently... Now, the prisoners, it's assumed they beat up the prison guards. They're not seeing this episode. Nope. The guards, the warden solitaire, the warden himself, deputy warden, it's implied they got beat up off screen. They're not seen here, and they're not in the chapter itself. It would have been nice to see people unconscious or something, but nope. Nothing. Could they be dead? Who knows? I hope they don't kill off Solitaire, because I think she's a cool character. The guy who basically, the guy who got punched by Luffy, yeah, beat the crap out of him. The guy's stupid. So, everyone's distrustful over Luffy because he's a pirate. So, basically, Renzo and Hanzo try to explain it. Then Luffy basically takes a... Of course, Tama basically is very happy to see Luffy, though not where he is right now. And of course, Luffy is quite surprised to see Tama. And of course, he convinces Moa by basically nearly trying to kill him with a boulder to go outside and face them. And he doesn't say much of anything, except he tries to run away in his head, though he basically tells everybody who he is. And of course, when they see him, they're all basically bowing toward him. And, that kind of, resolves most everything. Of course, also Chopper trying to develop an basically cure for the mummy virus that's affecting Luffy. And, of course, Thomas can be by his side the whole time. She can't touch him, per se, but she can still be by his side. All in all, pretty good episode. And don't worry, I'll talk about Tama at the end of this when I talk about this chapter. Okay, now, this chapter is called... Kunoichi's Oath, just chapter 995. Only 5 chapters away from hitting chapter 1000. Now, instead of having a new cover arc, nope, it's simply put a reader request. Luffy tries to study but gets bored. Yeah, just Luffy in a school surrounded by animals. Yep. Chapter starts off basically Big Mom fighting Marco. This is why he's here, and of course, then we have Pespero who tries to take him out with an arrow. Well, first she gets burned nearly by Marco, and then of course about to fire, and then he's stopped by Wanda and Carrot, where he's like, you, huh? And like, Sulongs. And the warrior's like, he's the one who killed Petro. That's right. If it weren't for him, Petro, that idiot blew himself up. You're taking out the wrong man. And we have a flashback. Oh, I almost forgot. Flashback that happened this episode. Yeah, they have brief flashbacks not Dressrosa this week. No, basically mostly just Zoo Island and Punk Hazard. Actually, I think it's a little bit for Dressrosa here. And then basically Carrot's like, you must be Marco, a friend of the Cat Favors, yes? Like, and of course, well, Marco's like, who are you? Which, obviously, because Marco has never met Carrot before. Carrot was only introduced just a couple arcs back prior to this. And he has no idea who she is, but it makes sense. And Big Mom's like, I don't have time for your squabbles. Time to fight. And then we see Zoro basically chasing after Scratchman Arco. Yep, he's chasing after him. He's like 720-pound Phoenix trying to slice. He's like, yikes! Yep, and then, well, I will die. Because he's carrying the antibody with him. And then luckily enough, the X-Drake, who's teamed up with Luffy now, fights Scratchman. And then we see Queen looking over one of the posters, saying, oh yeah, we see Zoro, Sanji. And then we see Chopper while he's fighting. Apparently he's got infected by the virus. Oh crap, he didn't realize it. Yeah, I think it's actually... I can't tell who this is. It could be... Yeah, I think it's Robin who pointed this out. He doesn't realize it. And we see Uzi who starts fighting, who basically nearly gets crushed by, I think, probably her brother. Well, actually, no. She gets attacked by Usopp. Yes, I'm gonna melt her down. And then she transforms, and then she headbutts Usopp. And then she walks over to Nami. Yeah, she's walking over to Nami, and Nami's like so scared. And then she picks up Nami with her big hand, and she wants to headbutt her. It says, say your captain may never be the king of the pirates. And she's like, Luffy will never stop until he's king of the pirates. And then she snaps. So you do it that way. Then die. Yeah, and then Usopp's like, you idiot, how to get out of there? And Nami's like, it's true. Hey, Nami! Get her, Kento. We're like, what? Usopp's like, huh? Is that Otama? What are you doing here? It's like, a dog. Yep. Uchi got bit by a giant dog. Basically her dog. Wow. What a great way to end the chapter, basically, with Tom making a return to the series in quite a while. Yeah, it had been a while since she was last seen in the series. All in all, I give this chapter roughly a 10 out of 10. Purely for the return of Tama. Yep, that's the only reason why. Yep, and plus it was a fun chapter. Yep, so yeah, that's it for singular review. Now look up, there is a new chapter coming next week, and I'm so happy with that. So, I'll do 2 more videos, and then I'll watch Boruto. Now, the next one's going to be a review for the new chapter of My Hero Academia, and then one after that will be a Comic Corner discussing Nightwing. Yep, I'm looking forward to discussing these trades for Nightwing. Okay, see you next video. Bye.